Propagating is one of my favorite hacks for gardening on a budget. With spring temperatures rising, it's an ideal time to start taking cuttings as your plants may be pushing new growth. You can propagate your plants in several forms. One of the easiest ways to propagate them in water, or you can also do cuttings in small containers. I'm going to show you guys how to propagate real quick. Here we have this beautiful coleus. It's one of my favorite cultivars. I'm going to go ahead and snip a piece. You want a little stalk about 3 to 6 inches, somewhere around there roughly. I'm going to snip that. I'm going to go ahead and this time I'm going to use a little bit of rooting hormone. It's not always necessary, but makes rooting easy. We're going to go ahead and pinch off the top. This forces the energy from the growing tip to go back down towards the stalk so that it forms roots. We're going to go ahead and dip it in some rooting hormone here. You want to make sure to get the stalk covered, maybe a little bit more. And then you're simply just going to tuck it in the dirt here, pop it in, and you've taken your first cutting. You can go ahead and fill in the rest of the pot with additional cuttings, or you can do the water method like this. I just simply took the cutting and plunged it in water. Some greens like this will root without having to use rooting hormone, but just to make it quicker, I did go ahead and do that on the previous one. One way to be sure that your cuttings took is if you see little roots poking out of the bottom. You can see here, this one has little roots. These are some dahlia cuttings that I took a few weeks ago. Most cuttings will take between 2 and 8 weeks to root. As you can see, all that beautiful root growth, and from here you can divide them and pot them on. You want to make sure that your cuttings do not dry out, so remember to water them or mist them regularly, or you can even do this, put a little Ziploc bag over the top. As you can see, there's humidity built up in here. This will just keep the foliage from drying out before the roots form, and that way you don't lose your cutting. So this is a quick and inexpensive way to multiply your plants. Enjoy gardening, and as always, check us out on gardenersyards.com.